Hi guys, on the 30th of November, Maryam Namazie, ex-Muslima and Freethought activist, spoke at Goldsmiths College in London, and her topic was Apostasy, blasphemy, and free expression in the age of ISIS. Now what happened is very similar to what happened in Warwick not so long ago, where Muslims protested because they would be at the center of a lecture. And Muslims in general don't really like that. So they whine and stomp their feet. Now at Goldsmiths, the ISOC, the Islamic Society, posted a long email, demanded the speaker be uninvited. And here's the text of the mail of the posting on Facebook. Now, as an Islamic society, we feel uncomfortable. And then they throw away this Islamophobic, I don't know what that means. And then that Maryam Namazie is controversial. Sure, anyone who talks about Islam and does not say mashallah, inshallah and all the other stuff is controversial. But that's stupid. It's the usual Islamopist mix of bad grammar and hilarious vocabulary, claiming that her presence would compromise their what they call safe space. This safe space is there to protect minority groups from being abused, and not to protect bigots and fools from having their crazy ideas examined and discussed. These idiots throw around vacuous and undefined terms such as this crazy word Islamophobia as though it meant something. It doesn't. And no, Maryam Namazie is not controversial at all. Just calls a spade and tells it like it is. I can understand that the truth, i.e. what corresponds with reality, and this can make Muslims cringe. But declaring a niqab a religious symbol is a lie. Is the niqab mentioned by the Islamic God in his book, the Qur'an? No. Well, why not? Why not think about that? So that makes this ugly black cloth with a slit look like a body bag. Allow women to decide for themselves, for crying out loud. Let them take it off and nobody will ridicule it. Islam is criticized for its violence and intolerance. The reaction by Muslims during the speech of Maryam Namazie shows exactly why this criticism is justified. How can an intelligent student at a university constantly interrupt, threaten others, and then switch off the projector with a presentation? Just because these guys were primitive bullies and had no intellectual arguments, everyone who had to come to listen to what she had to say was now suffering. How can this portray Islam as something desirable or tolerant for that matter? Now, instead of apologizing, this ISOC, this Islamic Society, went on the attack and cried they would like to categorically condemn the vile harassment of our ISOC members. I mean, if they would categorically condemn Muslims who stone women to death, I would welcome it. But this is outrageous. They claim that some unspecified students peacefully expressed their dissent. So why were they then removed by security? Is pulling the plug of a projector a peaceful act? Is motioning a gun a peaceful act? And then they say these are disrespectful cartoons. What exactly is that? It's a drawing, for crying out loud. And why should anyone respect a man who taught his followers how to properly enjoy your orgasm while raping female captives and without worrying about the price on the slave market on top of it? And this is according to authentic Islamic texts, okay? Is that the man they demand should be respected? The man who cut off hands and feet of people and watched them slowly bleed to death? According to authentic Islamic texts, that is. Now, instead of whining about the lack of respect towards a dead character in a book, why not respect women's rights? Why not respect the people right in front of you? You are in a university, not these UFC fighters in a cage. Why can't they behave like civilized human beings who use their brains to resolve differences, not their clubs? And then they say some students were even forcibly removed from the event. Really? I mean, anyone can watch the video, so why lie? Why expose yourself as a dishonest prick and bully? That's disgraceful. What exactly are people like that doing at a university? It's an academic institution, not a cave.